pleasure. Give me a minute. I recently had the pleasure of interviewing Farock in Nha Trang, Vietnam. He's an amazing human being, and he really is the American dream. You might know him from a few things like She hair care products, or the amazing straightener, or the revolutionary dryer. Regardless of those things, this is what you should know about the man.
I think bringing love and peace to people, that's most important to me, Don't look at the past, look at the future, build on education, and move forward. This is a mission for me, I want to see peace within my lifetime, and, for my kids and my grandkids and for all the generations to come. No conflict can be resolved by violence, it can be by communication.
Let's find out what it's all about.
Since the beginning of mankind, we have never known a time of peace, only war. Whether it be for conquest, freedom, or the expansion of an empire, there has never been a time in recorded history without conflict. One of the longest-running disputes today exists in the Middle East between the Israelis and Palestinians. Since the 19th century and the time of the Ottoman Empire, there has been an ongoing dispute between who is entitled to what land and why. In 1917, the British government got involved and issued the Balfour Declaration, which recognized a national home for the Jewish people. Between 1936 and 1939, there was an Arab revolt led by Haj Amin al-Husseini, where thousands of Arabs and hundreds of Jews were killed. In 1948, the conflict intensified with the Israeli War of Independence, declaring Israel as a Jewish state. The British left, and Egypt, Syria, Iraq, Lebanon, Jordan, and Saudi Arabia declared war on Israel. In 1964, the Palestinian Liberation Organization came to be with the intent of destroying Israel. In 1967, the Six-Day War was initiated by Israel. In 1973, we had the October War. In 1979, there was finally a peace treaty. In 1993, the Oslo Declaration was signed, agreeing to the mutual recognition of the PLO and Israel. In 1995, Israeli Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin was assassinated. Suicide bombings, constant fighting, and raids continue today over the issues of sovereignty, borders, immigration, and resources.
It's the longest-running dispute on Earth, and parties on both sides of the conflict are starting to desire peace over war. The guy leading that charge on a global level is Farock. Let's find out. I like your hair.
He's all about peace and love. He is the most generous person. I was just going to say that too. He's very down to earth. He's genuinely feels well peace. He's like John Lennon.
Farock is a wonderful man.
Very successful. He's a great businessman.
He's a master marketing.
Farock is an awesome man. His environmental issues are phenomenal for the hairdressers.
In English if you can, but Korean's fine.
Korea.
포록샵이 만나뵙게 너무 반갑고요. 포록샵이 최고입니다. 포록샵이 is best. I love tea. He's a great boss to work for. Yes, he is. Excellent.
Well, he's an awesome guy. He put on a great show. I couldn't get over how much generosity he did for this whole group of people that came down here.
Born on the outskirts of Ramallah, Farock came to the United States on a scholarship to study at the University of Arkansas. He intended on following in his father's footsteps, pursuing a career in education. While at Arkansas, Farock worked as a waiter. One day, a table full of beautiful girls came in and sat down in his section. Farock inquired as to what the beautiful girls did. They said they were attending college to become beauticians. Farock responded by saying,
What? Beauty has a college?
It wasn't long before Farock enrolled in cosmetology school and left the University of Arkansas. After graduating, Farock opened his own salon before returning home to Ramallah, where just a few years earlier, an unexploded bomb was left behind his house, killing 3 of his brothers and 2 cousins. During Farouk's return to his homeland, he lived under Israeli occupation, unable to get simple products or hair care, which forced him to be creative, using lessons learned from his mother about extracting dyes from plants and vegetables. After the war, Farock returned to the U.S. and opened more salons, before developing a deadly allergy to ammonia found in hair dye. Doctors warned Farock that his days as a hairdresser were over, but in true chamois fashion, he invented an ammonia-free hair dye, which catapulted him towards the empire he runs today.
Despite having friends and family